Hey, you guys. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, Bruja baby. Hello. Oh. How's everyone doing this morning? Afternoon. Morning, afternoon. Where? What? What the hell? Happy Monday. Hey, Joy. Hi. Tennessee whiskey. Come on now. Hi. Candula baby. Hello. Oasis Pelvic. Hello, you guys. Hey, lovely. All right, you guys. So if you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Tracie Collins. I think I just snapped my sweater. I'm the CEO and founder. Hey, Massage Mama. Hi. How are you, Sasha? Hi. Oh my God. Tell me where you guys are I almost said calling from. Good morning, Tracie. Where y'all at? I'm Tracie Collins, the CEO and the founder of the NBDA. What's up, y'all? What's up? So I'm here. Let's talk about it. I think my coffee is gross now. So we're going to put that to the side so I can remember to my apple. Mo, can you go in my room and give me a water, please? Thank you. I know where you at, Sasha. New York City. Hey, right now, sunny. See, don't talk about sun. Come on, Toronto. Sun in Georgia. Oh my God, it's a mess. I swear, you guys. When I tell you I'm so tired of being cold, I feel like I've been cold since I was in Mexico City in September. Like I'm freezing. September, October. Like I'm tired of being cold. Anyway, oh, come on, UK. Good morning from Dallas. Hello, y'all. Okay, focus, Tracie. So this is our time. We get on and we talk about it. If you're meeting me for the very first time, thank you so much for being here. If you're a fam, well, welcome back, fam. Yeah, so I want to get on here, and this is where we just discuss, any questions that you guys may have pertaining to this work. I know where you, child, I can't with the whole 20 degrees. Any questions that you may have, anything that you guys see come up. Hey, Ray, congratulations on your class. Ray is one of our trainers. She she had a postpartum training, doula training class this past weekend. We have one birth class going. We have our sex doula class going. That one is 8 weeks. And we also have birth happen this weekend. So the NBDA had a busy weekend. And I'm like, Tracie, we're all like checking in with everybody. We have to do so many cross references. So like, even though technically we try not to work on Fridays or definitely the weekends, we're still like behind the scenes working. How do we get doula services made known in Dallas? What? Okay. How can we drop your questions in the questions box too, you guys. How can we get doula services made known? It's very hardly used in the UK, and getting more clients is hard. So if you look to, I did a reel a couple of days ago. Go look at that reel. But generally, you guys have, that's the number one question we get. And that's going to be your number one question always, is how do I get more clients? How do I get more clients? How do I get more clients? So the way to go about getting more clients is, number one, you always have to have a business infrastructure, you guys. I don't know why folks negate this part. There's nobody in there. They negate this part. You must please drop your questions in the question box, you guys. I want to make sure, Bruja baby, I want to make sure I get your question. You must make sure that you pay attention to the business aspect. So I'm dropping like reels with our most frequently asked questions or anything that I can think of at, hey, Lydia, at the given time off the top of my head, to kind of break it down and make it more simple. But long story short, you must always connect yourself and align yourself with, a local agency, not necessarily agency, but collective agency or person in the field who is doing great work, meaning like they are constantly busy. Their name is heard over and over and over and over and over again. Offer to take them out, offer to do like a lunch and learn, buy them coffee, buy them tea, and say, hey, I would just love to I'm new in the field, or I've been in the field for this long and I see you're doing amazing things. How can I would love to connect with you, and maybe you can do a Zoom coffee date or a Zoom tea date and say, I would love to just kind of talk with you. This is what I offer. I hear you offer these things, and just kind of, align yourself. Old school networking never goes out of style. Never, ever, ever goes out of style. And social media has really tricked everybody like, oh my God, I'm just going to put up a post. Oh my God, I'm just going to do this. And, people are thinking that clients are going to automatically generate into their business and flood into their business. In all actuality, it doesn't work that way. The way birth is, because it's so sacred and it's so intimate, you really have to put yourself out there. You really have to be forward thinking, in a sense, to like connecting yourself, aligning yourself, networking, go out in the community and connect yourself with people who support the same demographic that you're serving. So what do I mean by that? So OBGYNs, midwives, chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, acupressurists, lactation consultants. If you're a birth doula, connect yourself with a postpartum doula, vice versa. If you are, a placenta encapsulant, connect yourself with another doula. Oh, thanks, Ray. Connect yourself with another doula who, where you guys can support each other. I like connecting myself with, when I was offering, direct to client services, one of the things that I would do is I would say, like, who's the chiropractor in the area, or who's the acupuncturist in the area that has a space that I can use that serves like-kind demographic, and I can generate traffic into their business, and their clients can see also what I do. And what that does is, like, you can leave your information, you can offer monthly meetups, you can maybe, offer a class or training of some sort. I think meetups are better because you can get other doulas in the community, maybe one or two other doulas who maybe you guys are a team, or maybe you guys have like-kind services and you do a doula meetup. It's free for the families to come. They register, you get their contact information. They're able to ask general questions, with you right there on the spot. And if they want to specifically meet with you, then you can schedule a consultation with them on the spot and then go forward. Do you see where I'm going with this? So stop. I want us to get out of the social media way of doing business, because people do business with relationships. They don't do business because, oh, you cute and you put up a cute post. Y'all wouldn't even be fucking with me if I didn't know my shit. Like, let's just keep it real. Okay? If I wasn't, or if the NBDA wasn't excellent at what we do, y'all wouldn't even be here. If I wasn't like dropping jewels, you wouldn't be listening. You know what I'm saying? So people do business with relationship. So cultivate a relationship. Put yourself out there. I'm a firm believer, like, there's never enough like pillars in the community. You want to be able to set yourself in such a way, in such a position that's like, you know what? I'm the shit because I know my shit and I offer amazing services. Now, let me say something right here. You're not going to be the right doula for everybody, and every client is not going to be the right client for you. And you don't want to be. Okay, you do not want to be. You want to, and you don't need to specialize in everything. Stop thinking we have to get this certification and this certification and this certification, because people don't give a shit about that. Honestly, let me take that back. People don't, I mean, this training, and this training, because real clients and customers don't care about that kind of stuff. They want to know, do you know your shit? Can you help me? Are you an expert? Are you great at withstanding pressure, especially in the birthing scenario? And then are you going to be able to support me through? Okay. Now I'll talk about certifications in a minute, because times have changed with certifications. It's real interesting. People think, oh, I don't need a certification to do this work. Back when I was just starting out 20 something years ago, you didn't need a certification to do this work. Because COVID has changed things for everybody. Now what's happening is institutions like hospitals, birthing centers, and insurance companies, if you are trying to elevate and scale your business and you want to be able to take insurance money, they're going to want to see that you are certified by a reputable company and or organization. Okay, so don't sit up and think, yeah, you can do this work without being certified. But if you really want longevity and scalability, they're going to want to see some actual documentation that you have met the necessary requirements and you are maintaining the necessary, continuing education units, whatever is required by said organization that you originally certified under or that you are, putting forth. We want to see that. And then also doula insurances. If you want to maintain a level of doula insurance, they're going to start asking for what is your certification, not just your training verification. Because when people train with the NBDA, one of the things, or the way that it works is the initial training, you get a training verification. That means you have met the said number of hours, which is usually about 24 hours, 8 hours, 3 days, or broken up into, if they do a perinatal training, which is what we offer our corporations that come and train with us, a 25-hour training course. Then you receive a training verification that you have met the said number of hours for this particular training. They also receive a letter, an official letter from the NBDA, verifying this. So there's 2 documents that are received upon completion of training. Then if people choose to go forward with their certification, then they have to meet the necessary requirements within a 1.5 to 2 years time span, to become certified with us. And those certifications are renewable every 2 years. So stop thinking that you don't have to be certified in this work. What happens is you don't have to be certified, but if you want longevity, scalability, and to be able to take them dollars and be able to be offer services in certain hospital settings, Mahogany, text in the family thread and say that the dogs are ready. If you want to be able to get them dollars, get the insurance dollars, all of the things, they're going to require certification. So please don't sell yourself short. Like, oh, I don't want to. So if, and every training entity has different certification requirements. People often ask us, well, I train with them, but can I certify with you? And can I use what I got from them to certify with you? No, it doesn't work that way. And the reason why it doesn't work that way, because our training, our content, our information, and the requirements regarding certification, they differ. They differ for various reasons. So you want to make sure that you are doing your due diligence, that you are, if you're choosing to take a training, then that mission and that philosophy aligns with you. And then you understand before going forward what the necessary certification requirements are, and then, moving as such. Okay. Building relationships. So that was a long answer. How do you get clients? Like, how we get those questions from the Black, how do you get clients? That was a long answer, but honestly, y'all, that's how you do it. So you really got to pound the pavement and stop thinking that because I'm a doula now, that people are just going to automatically find me and clients are going to automatically land in my lap, because they do not. They don't care about that. You know how many people are trained to be doulas? And then I challenge you, how many people have been in it for 5 years? And then I always say this, it's going to be needle in a haystack. Then how many people have been in it for 10 years? Then, 15, and thus and so forth. And it's going to be a needle in a haystack. So you just have to say, like, am I going to stick it out? Am I going to be an expert and a pillar in my community? And stop negating business. That's one of the things I just don't understand. I don't be understanding. People be like, I don't understand why my business ain't. You have to put in the time. You really have to put in the time. And I mean time that nobody sees. Time in Marketing and advertising. You have to put in time in networking. You have to put in time in building relationships. You have to put in time in, meeting the necessary educational requirements to know your things. You have to put in that time and that dedication. And oftentimes a lot of people don't have the energy to. They don't have the energy. And they get into it because birth work is glamorized on social media. And then they be like, oh shit, this is actual work and it's hard as hell. It's like, oh yeah, what did you think? And the reason why it's hard as hell is because it's a life or death field. Am I making sense, y'all? Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense, because it's like that really just gets my goat when people thank you, right, when people are talking about like, oh, it's just like, oh, I just want to be in there and I just want to see birth. And baby, when you understand the shit that goes on, it's like, oh my God. And don't be a Black or BIPOC or a trans person or birthing and you're trying to combat both systems just so somebody can be ushered in safely. Come on now, somebody. I mean, I know thank you, Ray. I'm preaching. Please drop your questions in the question box, because I don't want to miss them. There are no doulas in my town. The closest ones I can find are in Atlanta. Any advice? If you are pregnant and are planning to get pregnant and you are looking for a doula, go to our website, number one, because if you somebody drop our website, please, in the link, and I'll pin it. Go to our website. There are doulas everywhere in Georgia, in the doula directory. And if you see somebody that you really connect with, but they're not specifically in your geographic region, oftentimes doulas travel. So ask, will you travel? What does it take? What are the requirements? Please drop your questions in the question box. Please drop your questions in the question box. I want to make sure that I don't miss them. If you are just meeting me for the very first time, my name is Tracie Collins. I'm the CEO and the founder of the NBDA. Welcome. Hello. Y'all are killing me. Drop the questions in the question box, because the way the chat moves, I'll miss them. Okay. Copy and paste your questions. Where can I find a reliable birth doula? Again, blackdoulas.org. Y'all, blackdoulas.org. Go to our website. The directory is right there. Black Doulas. Somebody drop our website, please. How do you suggest doulas go about partnering with hospitals, medical clinics, organizations in general, without overpowering or overshadowing the role of individuals who work out their partners? I don't know if I'm gonna leave this live up. It was really just what I said. You have to really pound the pavement. You have to make connections. You have to go and put yourself out there. You have to pound the pavement, go take your information to these said, doctor's offices, OBGYN offices, anybody that you want to partner with. I don't see a question. I don't know why, child. I don't know why. It must be an IG thing, because I see it on our end. It must be, and it could be your device too. But you want to pound it. Y'all gonna have to move. You're welcome, honey. Y'all gonna have to get up, and you're gonna have to get out of your comfort zone. Being in business is going to require you to stretch. It is going to require you to do things and learn new skill sets. So it is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. And it's just this, I can't stress this enough. The fundamentals of business are no different than any other business. The fundamentals. So there's business infrastructure. Part of building a business infrastructure is networking and aligning. Like, I'm in the process of launching something else right now. I have aligned myself with the top person who has the top followers or following in that said market. You understand what I'm saying? So with doing that, it's like, I've done that for a reason. And it's because that business that I'm launching isn't there yet. It is a collective resource because, I saw a niche, but I met with that said person to help propel the mission and the announcement and the launch for that company. So it is going to require you to cultivate relationships, and then like offer to be a backup doula. Like you have to offer to be a backup doula. So it's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone and go meet and connect and shake hands, or, take, I'm going to give you a tip, a little trick. Give gift cards, give Starbucks gift cards, get like $5 gift cards, go to a doctor's office. And let me tell you, get like 5 or whatever, how much your budget allows you to get those like $5 gift cards, Starbucks cards. Go drop them off to the doctor's office that you want to connect with. Say, hey, here's my information, because you want to stand out. You want to stand out from the rest. Well, how do you do that? That was a tip that I got from my mentor eons and eons ago. I didn't do that one, but I did something else. I'll tell you in a second. And give it to the staff at the front desk. They are going to remember you. They are going to those clerks, those nurse assistants, those medical assistants, the doctors, they're going to say, they're going to be like, oh my God, thank you so much. They're going to remember you. Another thing that I did was, and you can use that for anything. When I was called in to do backup doula work, and I did an amazing job because I was really good at my job. I mean, I had some failures. I mean, you can't be in business without it. But this particular time, I was coming back into the field after taking some time off. And, my OG colleague, she was like, Tracie, can you go do this birth for me? And I was like, okay, I'll jump in. I'll do it, whatever. So I went and I did the birth, and I really connected with the doctor. What I did was I found her practice address after the birth was done, and I sent the whole office a thank you basket, an edible basket. I sent it to the whole office, and I sent a particular note to Dr. Clark. I will never forget her. I'll never forget her face. From that moment on, they referred their clients to me. Okay, so and once you, and I will my OG colleague, she said, once you get on them doctors lists, it's going to be hard to even get off if you decide to, oh shit, hold on, y'all, it's my son. Hello? Hey, Mom, do you want anything from McDonald's? No, thank you. You can ask your sisters though, but no, I'm good if you want to ask them. All right, bye. I swear, all these distractions, I'll be forgetting. But anyway, so yeah, I sent them a thank you. And once you get on those doctors lists and their recommendations, and you have to do great work. Like you cannot not be good at and there's a whole way of being and connecting with medical professionals. I could do a whole masterclass just on that, or a whole talk on that. But when you do great work, then they're going to remember you, and it's just going to, so this is what I'm saying. Please don't negate cultivating relationships. Thank you so much. Your response, Tracie. Oh, really? Thank you so much, Fashionista. Thank you. I'll be trying to just give y'all tips so y'all could win. I know it's hard out here for a pimp. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I know this shit is hard, but it's because I know it's hard that I get on here and I share information. Like, there's no gatekeeping. I don't do no gatekeeping. I think gatekeeping is for punks. That's some sucker shit. That's some low vibrational shit. We don't do gatekeeping over here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's why I share information. Like, we don't do that. Who does that? Now, some stuff you're going to have to earn. Like, people want to mentor specifically with me, but I do mentorship with the NBDA, and I do the business coaching aspect, and I do the academy, the NBDA Academy. And then there's another one of us who will step in if my calendar doesn't align. But if you want to mentor with me, because I'm more of a business strategist, and then even with the NBDA Academy, and you work specifically with me, there's once you have met the 3-month requirement, then you move into the mentorship aspect with me. And I did a video, a reel that's on the page. I did it yesterday. And it is the difference between shadowing and mentoring. That's another, misunderstanding that people have. I love the information you give in your lives. I will be taking your... Oh, okay, good. I probably won't be the one teaching the class, but thank you so much. I'm glad you're training with the NBDA. Welcome. We can't wait to have you. The next class I'm teaching is, I'm a part of sex doula. There's 4 instructors with the sex doula training. So I'm one of those 4. I come in and then teach. And then I have what am I teaching? Fertility. I'm teaching fertility next month on the 18th. I am working to get an approval from Head Start to approve paying for doula training. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Any other questions? Any questions? So I want you guys to know too that first of all, there is no dumb questions, because I want to make sure that you guys have all of the information. So I always say this: make sure you have the information so you can make the best informed decision for yourself. If you're what if you're already been certified through another school? But you can still be a part of the NBDA if you've taken another, training or are certified from another. That's not a part of our membership requirements. But if you want to be certified with the NBDA, you do have to take a training with us. And for the sex doula training, what does it cover exactly? It covers a lot of good shit. It covers, sexuality, femininity, epigenetics, birth. I'm giving very, very general topics or subject matters. But if you can go on our website and look at it, you can look at what's covered. And LGBTQIA, queer experience, queer birth, queer anatomy, loving different, loving self, mirror work, all of the things. How do you manage your clients? So I don't have clients anymore. I've been in the field for 23 years. I sit, honestly, y'all, I sit at this desk. But when I did have clients, yes, I have. Due dates don't mean shit. I know people are like, what if they have the same due date? They are not going to go at the same time. 9.999 times out of 10. So due dates don't mean shit. Due dates are an estimated date of delivery. That is it. It is just the 40th day from your last period. That's it. So when I was at the peak of, offering doula services, I had a team because my practice had got so busy. I was doing 60 births a year, which averaged out to be about 5 births a month. And then I was also encapsulating third-party placentas plus the placentas of my own clients. So I had to have a team. And then, but due dates don't mean anything. Don't ever be intimidated by a due date. Now, starting out of the gate, when you do have clients, usually 1 to 2 clients, depending upon your lifestyle, what you have going on, your level of commitment that you can offer your clients. And then as your practice gets busier and busier and busier, people generally take between 4 to 6 clients a month. That's pretty standard and pretty manageable, but you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired, boss. You're gonna be tired. How do I mean? Due dates mean nothing. You know what? Honestly, y'all, I didn't even pay attention. That's because my ass got old, and I had got to the point where I was very, very seasoned. This is just Tracie. Don't say this is the way to do things. But when people would tell me their due date, I wouldn't even remember it because I knew that it didn't mean anything. Because I had a client deliver at 30 weeks. You understand? Babies come when they want to come. Bodies go into labor when they're ready. But I paid attention to month. So whatever the said month is, then that is what I'm paying attention to. Okay. have, I have this many clients for October. I have this many clients for December. Another thing, y'all, when people tend to go on vacation, that is when the busiest times tend to be. So if you're really trying to kick off your practice, this is another thing, or keep your practice busy, you want to stay working in the summer months and during the holiday season. Okay? If you really want to keep your practice busy and going, or you're just kicking off your practice, stay working in the summer months and stay working during the holiday season. Now, no, this may mean you're going to have to make some sacrifices on your end if your birthday or holiday or anniversary or kids' birthdays are during that time, that you celebrate. You are going to, there is a chance. I never attended a birth on Christmas, but I did have a birth on Christmas Eve, and that baby, her name was Remington. I will never forget, because I love that name. I actually love that name so much that something that I wrote, that's the lead character's name. Yeah. I got some stuff I gotta do. I gotta get this contract out. We're doing another big training for a private company. So I gotta get their contract out and their invoice out. That's the biggest thing. Oh, I'm recording my podcast. Not my podcast. Oh shit. Damn it, my apple dropped. I'm recording a podcast later on today at 4:30 with Better Health, who is huge. Oh my God, like humongous. I didn't know how big they were, and Walmart. So I'll be working and wolfing down some food in between. World Pharmacy. I love that name. This is my break my fast meal. I usually eat for the first time between 12 and 1 p.m. So I'm talking to y'all during my break my fast time. Y'all, my calendar is so busy I prayed last night. I was like, Creator, please don't make this week be as treacherous as I may feel it is right now. Okay. Any other questions that people have? I want to make sure that I will save this live and we will upload it. Oh, you took the fertility training with me. How did I miss that? See, that's why. Oh crap. I don't teach much. I don't teach much my way. I come in every so often and I teach certain things at certain times. Tracie doesn't teach, but our instructors pretty much fill up the calendar for any of our trainings. If you want to be a member, that's, you can go all the information is right there on the website. But even with membership, y'all still have to do your own deal. It's still your business. How many people are trying to get pregnant? Any pregnancy related questions who are pregnant? When you first started, did you start with an agency or independent? I've always been independent, girl. I ain't never fuck with no agency. I am not cutting that check with nobody. That's Tracie. But I'm a business head. I'm a business geek. Like, you have to be you have to have a strong business acumen. And when I failed, I learned. There was no failure. It's either I won or I learned. There are no losses. So, and you have to have thick skin. That's just me. No knock against the agencies out there, but that was just me. And even honestly, because I started in the year 2000, I don't even think there were agencies. Shit, you have to remember, I was doing this shit when it was like MapQuest, and people had to print out directions, and you had the big old block GPS thing that set on your dashboard. that was my era. What's the best times and their tips to post for reach? You have to look at your analytics. You have to look at the analytics. So go in the insights and look at that. If you're talking about IG, you have to look at the time. I know YouTube gives times. Everybody gives like the insights on when the best time to post is. And you have to post regularly, and then it's going to generate, what's the best time for you. It's going to generate your target demographic. It's going to generate all of the things that you need, and then you can schedule out your post that way, or you can get on. Only concern I have is, will I be able to mentor with someone so I can, mentor with someone so I can certify? All of that stuff is provided. I'm in Dallas. So mentorship and shadowing are two different things. Go look at the reel that I just posted on our page. You'll definitely be able to. Thanks, Joy. Hey, Alicia. Yeah, you want to make sure that you are. And another good way to share other people's content that really resonate with your page. Also, separate your business page from your personal page. Please do that. Don't have one in the same. You want to have your business is different from you. Come out of the gate if you're already established, separate that stuff. Okay. How do you feel about virtual doula work? I think it's amazing. It is the times, if you can, and if you offer that within the confines and the structure of your business, and your clients want that kind of service, and there's various levels of doula work too. You can't necessarily do it for postpartum work, but their birth child, use the internet, use the internet to your advantage and theirs. And another thing, don't ever do, and I've been working online since 2015, but don't ever go do a client consultation in person. Don't do that. Who does that these days? This is just my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because this particular client of interest, they don't have any vested interest as of yet monetarily into you or into your business. So why would you go out and exert your time, gas, parking, and other resources that are needed just to go out and meet with somebody in person? We don't do that. That shit's old school. Yeah. And you have to stop calling yourself, in business. And I'm glad you said you're going to make a landing page. Have a landing page, have a website. People need to be able to find you. Yes, please separate yourself. One sure way to not get a response from me, message me about birth on my personal pages. I will delete you. I'll delete the comment, not you. I'll delete the comment. I will not answer you. I am not my business. I'm not. I'm great at it, but I'm not. My company has its own infrastructure that has been built, and that is, there's a system to be able to support people who have inquiries. Because social media has blurred boundaries. And when I tell you, when you have people who are very serious business owners, I know there's a lot of coaching around DM me. But for the strong women that I know, that's one surefire way of not to get a response. And the reason for that is because there are systems in place, email addresses, websites, contact forms, frequently asked questions. The website is thorough. You guys are going to have to click and read. People want everything spoon fed to them right now. And it's like, y'all, don't be lazy. So make sure that you separate yourself from your business and or brand. I'm a whole person. I'm a whole person. And no one is a client until they're a contractor and there is a payment. Yep. Yeah. I told you it's going to require, tough skin, and you're going to learn. You guys are going to learn. And don't be afraid of failing. Oh my God. That's another thing that's so the fucked up school system in America has taught people. It's like, you got an F, you're a failure. No, there's no failing. It's only you win or you learn. That's it. There's no losses. It's only you win or you learn. That's it. And you win, you learn, you apply, you move, you pivot, you strategize, you go forward. It's simple. There's no failing. No failing. Just learn. And be malleable. Be malleable. Don't don't be above correction, be above reproach. As long as criticism is constructive, apply it. I hate people who just talk shit. First of all, if you just talking shit, first off, you just talk too much, I ain't listening. Because people who talk a lot have nothing to say. What the fuck are you talking for? But, people who offer constructive criticism, that's because they want to see you grow. I'm all ears. Nobody is 100% great at what they do. And the only thing that separates is we are consistent. We're consistent. We make change. We apply. We grow. We adjust. We pivot. And there's a whole bunch of failures that happen that nobody ever sees. I separated desire. Yes, you did. Exactly. You have to separate yourself from your business. You are not your company. Because if y'all will probably think I'm like, no, actually, I'm actually pretty damn funny. Let me see. And I'm not boring. But there's certain things that move me. And there's a whole bunch that doesn't. Whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of shit that does not move me. But there's certain things that do. So if you were to get a taste of me in real life, I'm the same person, But separate yourself. Create separate pages. Create separate landing pages for you if you have your own personal, and sometimes people who will keep their page private, to their personal page private, totally up to them. I think that's an amazing strategy. Me, I don't give a shit. You can see me because I'm consistent. I'm going to be consistent. On my personal page, I love plants. I love travel. I talk about wellness. That is my life. Let me see what else. It's just me. It's just me. But when I get on here, I talk strictly birth and business. That's what I talk about. And I do that because I want to give you guys all of my information so you can make the best choices for yourself. I don't, if people choose to train with other companies and or organizations, that is totally on them. Whatever philosophy aligns with you and your approach. Good, If you choose not to be in this work because of, whatever reason, that's great, because that means that you're not ready. There could be some unresolved trauma that you haven't yet healed. It's harder than you think, and the burnout is real. It could be, let me see what else. The burnout is real. It could be anything. It could be absolutely anything, but at least and you're not perpetuating any harm on anybody else. Like, it's all of the things. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing yourself justice, your potential clients justice, doing great work, but it takes time, and stop rushing the process. Like, it takes time. You cannot be great, and you won't be great at everything. But surround yourself. One of those surefire ways to bore the shit out of me is let me be the smartest person in the room. I'll be bored as fuck. What the fuck? I can't learn. For me, I've learned I always have to be mentally stimulated, because otherwise I will run circles around you. That is the nature of my personality. I am a beast. I have a lot of testosterone that I move in. That is how, unfortunately, I've had to become that way. But I'm trying to be a little softer. Really trying. I'm really trying. I have to be, because if Joy is still on here, there are certain things that came up for me health-wise. They're like, girl, you better slow your ass down. Okay? You better stop doing things this way, because it's not working for your body and your system is starting to reject it. You are not a spring chicken. Your ass is getting old. Slow your shit down. That's what my body said. So I'm trying to really incorporate, and I'm doing a good job. But when I'm in work mode, don't let me, it's even impersonally, like, don't ever let me be the smart. I will be bored as hell. So I don't know where that came from. I don't know where it came from. I'm here, and you bet. I am. I'm better. I'm getting better. Yes. Thank you, Joy. I am. But I don't know where all that shit came from, y'all. But I said all that to say, separate yourself from your business. Okay. And if people have businesses in place, I think, Ray, right? Where did that train of thought come from? Where did it go? It's just important that you teach people how to treat you in business. Okay. I know there's a whole thing of like, they're teach people how to treat you personally, but you also have to teach people how to treat you in business. And you have to have systems in place. I'm a big old contract girl. Get your fucking ass on, a contract. Put your clients on a contract. Put your backup doula on a contract. Everybody needs to be on agreements. Like all of the instructors with the NBDA signed a licensing agreement. Annually, I have to sit in every December/January. I'm sitting at this desk and we are getting those annual agreements out. That is so, and I say that to say, because even my honey is on a contract, like for real. And what do you mean? Yes, we have a prenuptial agreement. And the reason why I say that is because I have to make sure that I CYA all the time. All the time. I am making sure I cover my ass. I love my honey. We love each other. I've built amazing things with her. But because I'm my sole, I have a company, I have to make sure that systems are in place and are aligned to protect that. It ain't got nothing to do with the termination or the demise of nothing. It's about let's make sure we're all good so we can move forward. And we as Black people have got to think like that. Yeah, we got to. The backup doula agreement is in the doula docs. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. I keep saying I'm gonna create a placenta one. But if you need a placenta agreement, it is embedded within the birth doula agreement. It's at the bottom. So, yeah, if you need a placenta agreement, it's embedded in the birth doula agreement at the bottom. I keep saying, but the way I work and my list of things to do, yeah. Yes, it is. So you can copy and paste it out of, should you buy the birth doula agreement, you take it from there and create your own contract. Yeah. You just figured somebody would ask that question. Hey, Brandy. Yeah, and that's good. That's fine. Thank you, Joy, for bringing that question forward. Thank you, Alicia, for confirming it. Yes. And you got the backup doula agreement recently, Alicia. She did, because we always want to make sure that our clients are covered. And then when you have a backup doula, you always want to have 1 to 2 backup doula agreements. I'm sorry, 1 to 2 backup doulas on your team. Okay. Because, 1 to 2, you would have to email the NBDA, but what are you seeking with that? Can I email you about my client that is a Black provider that was overlooked and had postpartum eclampsia? So whatever resolution that you're seeking, like if you were to contact us, through the website and contact form, just make sure you're very, very clear about the resolution that you are seeking or the outcome that you're seeking. Yeah. And there's postpartum eclampsia or preeclampsia. Yeah. I know and also we need to put that on the website. I keep forgetting. Let me write this down. Hold on. One of the things that you can do is go on Earth, IRTH, go on the Earth app and write a review. That's probably the better route for that. Divine Doula Peace, that's probably the better route. She was 8 days postpartum. Yeah, go on Earth. Our partner with Earth, and you can go and write a review, because that's what that platform is specifically designed for. I'm so glad that I have chosen your company to take my next. Oh, thank you. Find you husband. Oh, thank you, Tennessee Whiskey, and I love your name. That was almost my I was almost gonna walk down the aisle to that song, but honey said, "Why are you talking about like an alcoholic?" I was like, I didn't look at it that way, but okay. She hasn't done that yet. We spoke about that. Yeah, that's probably the better route, the best route to go, because I don't see how we would be able to, yeah. Thank you, Tracie. Always a safe space. Of course, we have to create safe space. How are you going to support people, in their most vulnerable time of life if you don't even know how to create safe space? I'm a firm believer in creating safe space. I have a friend looking for a doula. Please go to our website that's listed below for our, doula directory, in our doula directory, to find doulas in the area in your geographic region. If you want to be listed in our doula directory, and you meet the requirements. Yeah. Thanks, Joy. How do I get you as a moderator? I don't know how to operate that feature. I don't know how to, I think, you know what? I think it's in the settings. Maybe I'll, we'll play around with it and look into it. Barbie Cat Black. Cute. It's a cute name. I love seeing these names that y'all name yourself. I should just be born. I just be Tracie. It's regular old Tracie. Do you have another masterclass coming up? Nope. And you know what? What we do now, or we offer stuff. We bring forth things that are specific to NBDA members. I just got off a call with a homeopathy company that's going to be offering one. They're slated to offer one in March. I know Earth is offering one in February. So that's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. So there's nothing publicly anymore that is offered, unless the said instructors choose to offer them publicly too. But the NBDA doesn't do them anymore publicly. It just, there was an instance that was not of our doing, but of the instructors doing that, for me, it just take one time. It's like, I'm not gonna, the liability and the onus is not going to lie on the NBDA. Yeah. So, but if you are a member of the NBDA, you get announcements. If there is master classes that are coming up or workshops that are coming up that are specifically designed for the NBDA, our members always get notifications. If you want more information, you can go to our website, and we release a mass newsletter every month, every first of the month. So you can go on our website and sign up to receive our newsletter. That's a great way to know the upcoming information that we have moving forward and to stay in connection. Have an amazing thank you. So that's a great way to keep up with the news. I guess I'll go and make a salad. Do I want it? Oh, I made pho or fa. I made pho. Maybe I'll go have that for lunch. I think I'll have that but I'm supposed to make like this lasagna soup tonight. So maybe I won't have noodles twice. I don't know. Okay, you guys. So I'm actually going to jump off because I've been on here for almost an hour now. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to jump off. Been on here an hour. Y'all know I'm consistently inconsistent about being on here on Mondays. I try to be consistent with that, but pay attention to the reels that are dropped, because I'm just dropping more and more of them now, because I'm seeing like we are getting the same questions are coming up for people. So I'm trying to tackle those. All right. So have a great week. Great to see you too. Be blessed to all of you. Thank you too, Miss Barbie. And you can follow me on my personal page. Don't come at me with birth stuff. Birth stuff stays here, okay? But also you can sign up for my YouTube channel. I'm gonna actually put the link in, because there's the NBDA YouTube channel, then there's mine. And thank you, E. My personal YouTube channel is my name. I'll put a link. I'll just put a link in the stories. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I hope this information was helpful, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye.